More Secret Service agents find themselves in trouble after a second prostitution scandal. We have all the details.
A new suspect is now in custody, accused of murdering a military wife, where authorities found the weapon they believe was used to kill her.
Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newscene. I'm Alex Miller Pastore.
And I'm Ashley Sanchez. Thanks for joining us tonight.
The Secret Service is confirming an investigation of a second prostitution allegation, this time in El Salvador. Seattle TV station KIRO first reported on the allegations, stating that the Secret Service employees received sexual favors from strippers at a club in San Salvador just before President Obama's visit there in 2011. Victoria Newland, a State Department spokesperson, confirms that the reports are being investigated.
We've seen this press reporting. Obviously, we will inquire of our embassy in Salvador with regard to the conduct of our own employees, but the article alleges that they attended the establishment, not that they engaged in any illegal or unsanctioned conduct.
These new allegations come just weeks after another prostitution scandal involving Secret Service agents erupted in Colombia.
The state of Connecticut is now the 17th state to abolish the death penalty. Governor Daniel Malloy signed the bill into law on Wednesday, saying the death penalty was unworkable, being used only twice within the last 52 years. California taxpayers have reportedly spent more than $4 billion on the state's execution since the year of 1978. The state of California will vote in November on whether or not to keep it in effect. Newt Gingrich is officially out of the race for president. He announced he's ending his campaign earlier this week. Gingrich finished well behind Mitt Romney and Rick Santorum in all of his primaries. Gingrich's campaign struggled with debt and several key staffers resigning last June. He says the race turned out to be a lot more challenging than he first expected.
Look, I just think there are times when the mountain gets bigger than your ability to climb it.
Vicious, negative nature of much of the news media makes it harder to govern this country.
Next week, Gingrich is expected to announce he's endorsing Mitt Romney. The U.S. Supreme Court is reviewing the Arizona immigration law commonly known as SB 1070. After Wednesday's hearing, the judge seemed to show support for the controversial state policy.
I'm very, very encouraged from what we all were able to view today and hear. I thought that the hearing went very, very, very well. I feel very confident.
So far, federal courts have blocked 4 elements of this law, which allow police to check immigration status while implementing other laws in Arizona. The government believes states should not make immigration policy resolutions. However, the question remains as to whether states have the authority to enforce immigration matters. Civil rights implications have not been revised in this case. A decision is expected late June. A father from Cherry Hill, New Jersey is drawing attention to bullying. He wiretapped his 10-year-old autistic son a cane before sending him off to school. When he listened to recordings, he says he heard teachers verbally abusing his son with special needs. Take a listen.
No. Yes, sir. You go to see any books in the library, or you just look at sculptures? Oh, here you are. You can't see.
No one deserves to be treated with cruelty and to be humiliated. And that we who can speak for them need to stop it by changing the law, by exposing people who bully kids, and by publicly shaming them.
There has been at least 9 similar cases of teachers bullying special needs children across the nation since 2003.